laid off in 2025 or even 2026. And it's only February 11th. That's how fast everything's changing. And if you saw the most recent news about AI in the past 24 hours, this is February 11th. So the past 24 hours, a lot of stuff has happened. The co-founders, the founders, the lead developers of all the major platforms within AI have quit or left or moving to, I think, England in the countryside to write poetry. That's what we're in the midst of. And so tonight I'm going to kind of talk about a little bit of everything, what that means for solo founders, what that means for future founders, and what that means for just you as a daily person moving throughout the life. So if you haven't seen the news about, over the past 24 hours, let's say 1 week to be safe, a lot has changed in the world of AI, and a lot of people are giving it credit to the advances. So last week, ChatGPT and Anthropic released their new models. So Claude released Opus 4.6. I think that was supposed to be like Sonnet 5. And the reason why that matters is because I think Sonnet was, typically cheaper and it would have been nice, but they want to make money. Fair. Anyways, so after the release, there's like news articles and reports coming out about how the Claude models are being deceptive to humans, working in the background. They're getting caught, which is why we know about it, but it's also giving room for thought of what are they doing? What's the AI doing behind the scenes that humans don't know about? Now, if you go back to what people put their OpenClaw or Cloud bots, made like a social network for them, and they created their own language, I think within like 24 or 48 hours, something impressive. So, I'm kind of bringing all of this up because that's how fast the game of AI is changing. And then one more example, which was absolutely kind of mind blowing to me, and I sent it to a few people, and they couldn't believe that it was a video game. But the ByteDance from China, I don't know the exact details, but last week, 7 days ago from this video, Google Gemini put out their, maybe not Gemini, but Google put out their AI video game creator. And then 7 days later, China did theirs. And the video quality, it looked real and it was terrifying. Hey, King. And so, what that means for the average person, the founders that are following me, the founders that are, thinking about starting their own company, and what that means for the future. So, I was talking to a lot of friends hey, Kimberly, hey, Gabriel, today about, the advancements and the kind of risk and kind of intrigue about AI. And so a lot of them were like, one friend in particular, and he's gonna show me your car. I don't have a car, King. Thanks, Kimberly. And so I asked him, like, what does he know about AI? And he goes like, yes, I know a lot about AI. I use ChatGPT free, the free version. And I was like, well, that's not really AI. So we had a long conversation about how a horse and buggy versus a sports car, who's going to get to the finish line first? It's going to be the sports car, right? Who's going to haul more wood? It's going to be the pickup truck, so on and so forth. And what I'm trying to convey against is like, if if you're still using the free versions of AI and you think that it's just a Google search, or you're just checking weather, or you're just trying to find the best flights, I think you might be using it the wrong way. And so the people that are using it the proper way, or the way that you should be using it, if you think about from my point of view. So very simply, the way that these companies built these AI models, whether it's OpenAI, Anthropic, doesn't matter. the way that they built it was by these um, AI models learning how to code first. And the reason why is because if the models learn how to code, then they get better and they get better and then they get better. And then once they get so good at coding, then they can just branch off and build whatever they want. They can build a calculator to properly do math. So that's why coding makes sense. I don't know, Jack. Thanks, Corey. So, well, I'm talking about from my experience. So, the cool thing about being a solo founder of a company, right? And using all these different tools is one, you have all these communities across all these different boards. I like X. X is pretty solid. And then it can kind of help with, um, what other people are doing. So the way that I'm using it is marketing is number one. So making sure that I get out into all the socials as much as possible, and it's really good. So, I highly suggest anyone that's looking to, start their own company or do their own thing is you leverage as much AI as you're comfortable with and get out into the social network. Pick one or two channels. I have two, and after that, it should work. Um, the one thing that I am kind of interested in is to see how the recursive learning loop that the Claude guys are terrified about. I think they said in the next 12 months it's going to be, you know, at the peak or something like that. So I don't know. That's going to be interesting. So everyone's freaking out about that. You have to get where you want to be within 12 or less months, or else you won't be able to get there. It's going to be a K shape. And so it's a lot of doom and gloom out there. But I think if you're at least in the forefront or just at least learning or hearing about it, then at least you're better off than people that don't know what they're talking about or I don't know, not even using it. So that's what I think. Um, yeah, another topic that I want to have discussed tonight was about jobs and applications and all that stuff. So if you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, or if you do have a job and you're still looking for a job, um, it's wild out there, to say the least. And that's the company that I built is specifically to help people get hired and stand out above the crowd. I was laid off in 2023, and 9,000 other people were laid off with me, and so I figured, how do you stand out above the crowd? And so that's what prompted my idea for my company, and that's what I'm trying to build. Well, that's what I did build, and that's why I'm trying to get people to see the value in it. So, yeah, it's kind of like just proving your worth, right? Proving your track record, seeing, and letting the employers see that you're actually worth it. Yeah. Let's see. Any questions out there? Is Corey still out there? Corey drums. Bear down. Right on. All right. Yeah. Could be a short live stream today. I don't got stuff to do. I was talking to my buddy about how to use, some AI because he wants to learn, get better at it. And he was asking, well, at the end of the day, he was like, yeah, I downloaded this app and I'm trying to build something. I was like, you know, Cloud Code can, the Cloud Cowork can pretty much do 100% of what you just said, and you don't have to worry about it. You just kind of like throw whatever questions you want into it, and then it just magically do it. Anyways, and so it's interesting talking to people that aren't very familiar or don't use it too often or even ever. Yeah, I don't know. This world is coming. It's coming fast too. And I think one of the main producers or like people at X just posted tonight about how it's going to be insufferable in a few months, when a lot more people learn about how to use the open claw framework, I guess, or whatever comes next, whatever comes tomorrow or next week or next month. But blasting emails, text messages, phone calls, all this. So it's gonna be interesting. I know that. We'll see what happens. But all right, I am gonna hop off. Thanks everybody for coming. If you haven't checked what my company does, it's verideal.io or .com. Go check it out. Would love any feedback, but hope you guys stay safe out there. Keep learning, keep going. Like I always say, just take action. Just do one thing every single day. Awesome. I am live Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday evenings. So I will see y'all on Friday. All right. See ya.